Like the latest version of Google Photos, by the way, if you, I don't know if you've received, it's terrible.
I use Google Photos all the time.
But it's a nightmare. Did you get the new version? It's missing perspective correction. You can't revert to the original. If you re-edit a photo that you've already edited, it cancels all your previous edits. It's a nightmare. If you haven't received, I'm on the beta program. It's horrendous.
I don't think I'm on the beta. I think I'm on
the standard. And so I think the reason it's horrendous is because they're going to want you to talk to Gemini to do it. Yeah.
Which is going to be interesting because are people going to know what to say to get the right thing or type in whatever to get
that's my problem, right? Like I want deterministic results, right? Like I don't mind using voice or typing. You'll be able to type because it's Gemini, right? But I don't mind being able to say fix a perspective on this so that the top line lines up and the bottom line lines up. But if it doesn't then do what I wanted, what do I do then? How do I fix that? How do I correct my prompt? Like then I have to become a prompt expert when normally I could just open the Photos app and just do my thing. But again, they're removing some of the features and they're making it weird. Like the new interface basically now, it shows you the phone. First of all, they separated all the color editing from the light editing. So anything that, like right now you have like all the brightness, shadows, all that stuff. And then right after there's a section for like saturation, blah, 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 color balance, whatever. And then after that, there's a section for, what's it called? Like pop and a bunch of other like, I think there's a sharpness and softness, that's all separated in different areas now. The first thing you get when you open up is you can immediately crop. But instead of cropping with they round off the image so you can't see the corners of it anymore. Like they're using the little handles to crop are round. You lost the perspective tool's gone, so you can't correct perspective anymore at all. And then immediately if you draw on the picture, immediately it selects a part and lets you do things like, redraw, move, scale, delete. So like basically they're going straight into the Gen AI stuff.
Yeah, they're going right into
cropping. And I don't mind personally that they're doing that. What I mind is that they're removing features. I don't care if they rearrange the UI a little bit. I can find my way. But removing features, and then here's the worst part. You hit save, and it saves the image, right? You go, oh, you know what? That's perfect. But I want to go back in now. Now I've done like a bunch of crops. I've adjusted the levels. I'm happy with the photo. But I'm realizing, the tint is a little off. Let me go back in there and edit the tint. Guess what it does? Sorry, we have to revert your image to default to do your edits. So all the edits you just did, unless you hit save as new the previous time, then you can get what you want. It's really weird. And then you're going to say, like, can I revert? No, you can't revert. You cannot revert. You cannot revert. Once you've done edits, you've done the edits.
That's wow. That sounds like they're doing that all. Are they doing it all on device? And the limitation is to save. And the limitation is to saving.
I think you're right. I think it might be on device.
It has to be.
Anyway, I just had to rant because my audience knows this. They've listened to me since the Engadget days. It's been over a decade, more than that now. I will rant good.
Oh yeah.
And I am so pissed about this because here's the thing: I'm a heavy Google Photos user. Why? Look, Snapseed's good, but it's not as easy to It's not as easy to use.
Google Photos
I will never use an Adobe product. I am sorry. I'm not paying a subscription to get full access to the features.
Fully agree.
I refuse.
I cut Adobe off and everything.
And I am using like on my Mac right now because I'm a Mac user. I use Affinity, which is kind of like the Photoshop equivalent. And honestly, I paid the license. I'm on an old version now. I'm not going to upgrade. I'm very happy with what I have until it stops working and they tell me forced me to upgrade and pay another $50. I don't mind paying $50, $100 every 3 or 4 years, but like this $12 a month, $20 a month, $50, you get the hell out of here. Sorry, guys.
I cut that back in 2019. I remember I got so sick of Adobe and the pricing, and I repled everything I used to DaVinci.
So what are my options, right? You're going to say, well, there are a few other editors out there, but I've used them and none of that get to. And also the nice thing about Google Photos, it's integrated right into the Photos app. I'm a Pixel user. It's right there. So I am, and there's a bunch of Reddit threads about this new Google editing stuff, and people are pissed. And I'm hoping that Google sees the feedback. I've actually sent them feedback. I've told them, and I've done screenshots, and I've said, this is broken, this is not working. And they've already said that the perspective feature will come back. They don't know how yet. But like the fact that you can't, if you've edited already and you didn't say save a copy, all your edits are going to be lost if you try to re-edit. Like, Who thought of that?
That is
like, that was one of the best features, right? Remember, you'd save and you'd be like, oh, I could go right back and change and continue from where I was at. And then there was always that revert to original button.
Yeah.
If you screwed up too much, none of that is there.
Oh, that's good. That's
so
not good.
My rant is over.
I'm a big Google Photo user. I'm a big Google Photo user.
Don't upgrade.
Myself.
So it's
I'm not on the beta. That's probably why I haven't seen it.
For those of you who are not on the beta, and once you get that feature, the trick is you can revert. I've reverted to 7.36. That's the version you want to revert to. You can find that on APK Mirror. So the way to revert, by the way, and it's a public services announcement, it goes in the settings and under apps, go to Google Photos, select Google Photos and go uninstall. And what it'll do is it'll revert it to whatever it was in your ROM at the base, right? So like if you're on a Pixel 9 right now, whatever it launched with, right? At that point, it's a version below 7.36. So you can then go to APK Mirror, manually download the APK. The no DPI version is what you want. You want ARM v8, right? Obviously, because it's an ARM-based chip. So install that. And then you make sure you don't have auto updates turned on. So go to Google Play Store and remove auto updates. Then remember though, you're gonna have to manually update all your other apps every now and then, right? So because if you update all, then you're updating your photo app, then you have to go back and do it all again. But right now I'm in this weird limbo when I'm using the old version on my Pixel because I've downgraded it. But the fact that I have to do that is ridiculous.